I didn't have my lights on. This is all the lights that I had. Those are mine. Shout out to Davey and Felix. This is the only light I had on me. Ah, second place.
Oh, actually,
there we go.
We was racing? I didn't even know we was racing. I started flying. I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, Jose was the one who started talking shit the most. He was like, okay, to smoke you. So, I think there's something wrong in here. Like my wiring.
Oh, shit. If it's just cutting off perfect.
I hope that it's not, anything more than that. Because it didn't cut off not once on me on my way up here. And I was fucking demon timing it. Good afternoon, everybody. It is right after work. Something happened over the weekend. Or no, during the week. I went out for a group ride with the guys. And I've been having this issue where sometimes I'll go over a bump and my throttle will just completely cut off. I have no power, and then after maybe 2 or 3 seconds on the display it shows this. But yeah, that's a problem. So you see there, not only did the throttle cut out, the controller went into protect mode, but it also started blinking on the controller, that little LED 8 times, I think it was. So something is wrong, clearly. I scoured through all of my resources, which is a surprisingly high amount of people that I can reach out to. Very fortunate for that. I reached out to a bunch of different people, and finally, we got some great answers, but there were many different opinions on what it could be. The unanimous decision was that the controller thinks that it was in a crash, and maybe it was the bump, right? But it just kept happening, and it kept happening more and more frequently.
It's so quiet.
It's so quiet. Well, that's why you need some noise so nobody runs into your ass.
Turn it up.
Oh, fuck. That's so fucking quiet. That's crazy. Bro, you gotta make some noise.
Until eventually, the whole thing started happening pretty much daily. Every single ride I would go out, the bike would cut off at least one point. We went out for a group ride, and my bike cut off on my way there, and my bike cut off as soon as we left, and then after riding for a little bit, all of my lights cut off. The bike still ran though, so clearly that means that there's a problem with my lighting wiring. So we're gonna have to crack open the button panel case thing that we still haven't named yet, and we're gonna look at it and see how badly I fucked up. Pretty sure that there's something shorted in here, so we'll see. All right, here we are. We cracked it open. So following the power line, you see the power line goes up and through here, and then it meets here. And I did my splice into a power that goes into this guy. All of the wiring seems totally fine. Then we follow that over here, and it makes it to our board. The board connects, and admittedly, it's all pretty haphazardly thrown together in here. There is the main kill switch, and then all the way over here, right there, is the culprit. This wire here is melted or something. I honestly can't really tell. It looks like it was leaned up on something, or I don't know what, but that's a problem for sure. We gotta figure out what was doing that. But at the same time, I need to start getting rid of these connectors, and I'm not liking this circuit board anymore. I think I'm gonna actually harness the wires together with clips, and it'll all be just wiring, no board. It's gonna make things a little weirder, but hopefully it'll prevent that from happening. What does this actually go to? This, I think that's the horn. That goes there to this button, which would be our tail light. Huh. That's interesting. Well, clearly there's a lot of work to be done here. This it's just not working anymore. Like, no matter what, I don't know, man. So it has been about an hour of working. Here's version 1 tossed to the side, and it's insane because, you know, I got this hooked up for the most part. I'm still using a whole bunch of these things just because it's easy and I don't want to solder right now. But it seems like this, not this one, this might have been the reason the thing wasn't working, because I did all the wiring the same and it still didn't work. But then when I changed this out for another one, it started working again. So what I did was I went over and I plugged the 12 volt step down back into the battery source, and you can see we're getting 12 volts out of it. So I don't know, it does work. I'm gonna, just for the sake of it, try this one and see if anything changes, but not too sure. So we're just gonna pop this open, boop, plug this one in there and attach it to my leads and see if we have any voltage. Surprisingly, I plugged it in and we have no voltage. So it was this thing that failed. But how? And why? Is it gonna fail again? Is it my solders? Nothing is getting hot. Yeah, I don't know. Confusing. But at least we found the culprit, I guess. I don't know. I'm very concerned, but there could be so many reasons why this didn't work. But the bottom line is, now we have a functioning step down again. Gotta finish wrapping up the buttons. Well, we ended up getting it to work, but there's no getting around it. I need to solder this together. These connectors are just not helping me in any way. So I'm gonna clean up these, or clean up these wires. I don't know, man. I'm tired. And another hour has gone by, but look at how great this looks on the inside. So clean, but I do not have time for this to not work. So if it doesn't work, then we're screwed. Let's see. Guess who did it? That's fucking right. So all of the wiring came together. It worked. There is nothing, I don't know. There's still plenty of things that I need to fix, but these buttons here all function. It is now front light, tail light, and then horn circuit. And then the horn is pretty damn loud. I can't tell if it's louder, honestly, but something that this does is, you see those things cut off. Does the tail light cut off? No, it just gets dimmer. So there's something that I can do to try to make it use less power. But for now,
it's right in front of your eye. Yo, what's telling her who's next are gonna be first. The project is front line, and the enemy is one time. I ain't gotta tell you, yo, it's right in front of your eye. We rep the QBC, nigga, rep yours. It's all love, Millie.
I